going on, man? Y'all come on off in here, man. Get on off in here. About to talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. What's good? See, we having a rough day out here, man. In the world, uh, massive shooting at Timberview High School in Texas. Um,
Police officers on scene during that press conference that I think needs to be reiterated because so many of the parents, the concerned, very concerned parents that we've heard from have said, we do not know what part of the building this occurred in. We now know the shooting happened in a classroom.
What's good, T-Rock?
It was the result of a fight between two students, and then it
Can
also
y'all hear this?
happened
Give me a
on the
thumbs up if
second
y'all can hear
floor.
the
So now we
news.
have been able to isolate it to the second floor, a second floor classroom at Mansfield Timberview High School. We also know that police said, quote, they have a high confidence that the person of interest was the shooter. And that person of interest, we again have the photo. It was Timothy George Simpkins, an 18-year-old student at Timberview High School. Black, 18 years old, driving a 2018 silver Dodge Charger with license plate PFY G260. And they are combing the area trying to find him right now. So if you see him or the vehicle, the silver Dodge Charger with that license plate, you are asked to call 911 because police say he should be considered armed and dangerous.
And we can't sort of emphasize that enough. We know that there are 10 other schools that were put in a lockout status in a nearby school district, Arlington ISD. Obviously, Timberview is in Arlington, although they fall under Mansfield ISD, but nearby Arlington ISD also placing 10 of their schools in a lockout status in connection to this as police continue to look for this 18-year-old. We also saw
crazy world out here, bro. So what's going on with y'all, man?
Residence that we believe is his home in Arlington as well. We do have a crew there standing by there too. But again, all of this happening after some kind of a fight that broke out inside of that classroom. There's another look right now of that police presence we were just talking about outside of the home where it is believed that that suspect lives.
Yeah, and again, we want to emphasize this is the person of interest. This is the suspect that they are now trying to locate. There's also been a little bit of confusion regarding how many injuries were a result of this active shooter situation. I do want to point out, Mansfield ISD did send out an update a few moments ago that said that there was one injured student and one injured staff member, but we've also heard from the press conference that in total there were 4 injured. And the police on scene at the press conference said that there was one of those 4 people with minor injuries who did not decide to go to the hospital for those injuries. There was also 3 of those 4 taken to the hospital. He described 2 of those with gunshot wounds, and he described them as needing surgeries. That is the extent of what we know.
The ATF is involved in this. That is important to point out. We heard from Jeff Boshek, who is the chief agent in charge here for our area, talking about him also having kids who attend school in that same district. And he also talked about
all right, man. All right, what's going on, man? Y'all all in here? Get in here, man. We're going to talk about everything with Bitcoin and ball. Get this stuff out the way first, though, man. There's the link right there if you want to get involved with investing. Got another take profit that we hit yesterday on GNE, I think. Y'all want to get involved with investing, man, it's right there. Listen, if y'all want to get involved, the people who want to get involved, understand this. Most of the people on the platform just started investing. Don't think it's you green, you don't know nothing. Most of the people don't know anything. That's why we walk you through, tell you what to get. Yeah, most of the people on there are green. I mean, they just started investing. So don't think you're alone. Yeah, I was once just starting, but you got to start somewhere, man. You got to start somewhere. Let me see what else is going on. We got 17 in here, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button and share. There's the link right there. I'll post the link. It's all automated now. It's all automated. Tell y'all about Bitcoin the other day. Bitcoin, I don't know, running out of this world now. Bitcoin is at what? 54,000. Almost 50% of your money if you would have got in at 33. I see somebody put up a article. I think David Lake wrote an article about kind of like the opposite of what I said the other day about it's going to take coaching and a system to turn this thing around. And basically, I mean, 247 was saying it's going to take people, players. If I read it correctly. Today's going to be a short show today, man. It won't be a long, drawn-out show today. Let me see if I read this correctly. Let's see. With the 2021 season trending poorly, the Miami Hurricanes all attention has now turned to recruiting and hope that the talented 2022 class can provide for a future success. Miami coach Manny Diaz said himself last week. The only way forward at the University of Miami is through recruiting, Diaz said, leading up to the Virginia game. Diaz continued, the fix is our people. The fix is continuing to get the guys in the area that want to come and play for the University of Miami when we go out of the area to sell them on the vision. We got a lot of good things going on and evidenced by these last two recruiting classes. So that's the only way forward. That's the only way forward. That's the only way forward. It's going to be the only way forward. Otherwise, we'll repeat the same loop over and over again, turning ourselves and driving our recruits away, driving our people away. That's not the vision for the University of Miami, certainly. I think they said David Lake wrote that. The only way. Kyle, you crazy, bro. Kyle's a loser. Listen, man, I'm going to open the phone lines. I think I know how to do this. The number is 786-405-9499. Give it a call. Y'all want to ask a question or talk a state of claim or ask me something that I don't know the answer to. But the only way is people. So, out recruiting the entire Coastal for 15 years wasn't good enough. Wasn't good enough. There wasn't enough people to win the Coastal. Putting 28 players in the league the last 5 years and being first in the ACC, I guess that wasn't good enough to win the ACC. He need better players. We need all 5 stars. That's what we need. 305 said he agreed with the article. 305, give me a call, man. I would love to hear your take. I would love to understand. We need to recruit better. I just explained yesterday how we're in top 10 in recruiting, top 10 in NFL players. And we still saying we need to recruit better to maybe win a national championship, but we're not even fighting for that. So yeah, if y'all just getting in here, man. $305 say he agrees with the article. We need to get better players. Better players to do what? Like, how has Virginia Tech won the damn Coastal 4 times, or how many times they've won it? Skinner ain't coming, so tell Manny he's starting over. Yeah, I mean, 305, I would love to hear, I love to hear. I don't want to argue with you. I won't fight with you. I mean, it ain't that serious. I would love to hear. I would love to get David Lake in here. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if we get David Lake on the live stream and understand what he's saying. Because it don't make sense to me. It don't. 305, probably Cuban backing up his boy. You Cuban 305? Huh? They just called you out. I don't know. Maybe it's an agenda that I'm missing. Maybe I'm missing something. And maybe it's an agenda and I'm going for the wrong side. Maybe I'm supposed to be going for the coaches because they give us the credential. I don't know, though. Maybe I'm just going for the wrong side. We're gonna pin it right in the comment section. Our D Squad investing made easy. So yeah, I'm not gonna be on here that long today. Mm. 305 just laughed. It must be true, 305. Hmm. Yeah, man. So if y'all just getting in here, man, tragic situation going down in Texas. Police respond to a shooting in Texas Timberview. Police Arlington, Texas confirmed that they are responding to an active shooter situation at the Timberview High School. The school is currently under lockdown, and Arlington police have confirmed there are multiple victims in the shooting. I don't think anybody died, though. I hate when they report things like that. Facebook says sorry for the mass outage and reveals why it happened. Because he was snitching. Yeah, why happened? Snitching, snitches get stitches. So 305, you must be at work, man. You can't call me. I would love to hear that side of the argument. 247 say, man, he from the Cuban descent. Yeah, man. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get David Lake on here. So listen, now, if you want to give me a call, 786-405-9499. You want to call in, give a call in. We're not gonna be on here that long today. You can call in, man, and I think I can figure this out. I think so. Oh. Yeah, 305 say he midnight black, graduate of Miami Jackson. You was the one on Holloway show saying that man, you need more time. That was you, wasn't it, 305? Sean, what's good? Shout out to the members with the member badges, man. Y'all look special, dog. Look at this little dude right here, man. Shot some people up, man. Claim he had a fight. I don't know how the fight turned into people getting shot, man. He sure he don't want to fight no more. How many of y'all took the information yesterday and went and argued with somebody? How many of y'all took the information yesterday? In 2019, Miami went 6-7 and still had 5 players drafted into the NFL. So how's it on the players? Oh, man. Yeah, man. Speaking about the players, I know by now everybody saw Devin Hester. I know by now everybody saw Devin Hester. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear this.
Considering that you were kind of like a jack, you played offense, you played defense, you returned the football. You weren't really a specialist on the offense or the defensive side.
That's something that was left up to the coaches, man. Like, I don't really like to talk about that topic because a lot of people don't know it. But my sophomore year, when really I started playing DB,
right,
and I beat out the starting corner,
right,
late in the season, like 5 more games left, and ended up leading the team in picks. So made a parade All-American and all that.
Right.
My sophomore year, so my junior year came in, and I was rated one of the top corners coming in the league in the season.
Right.
Devin Hester, man.
So you start getting all the accolades, the photo shoots in the magazine, start coming to the campus, doing all this stuff.
Oh, bad.
My D coordinator didn't like it. He was like, you know what I mean? You blowed up too quick. You only
D coordinator. Remember that now. He didn't say position coach. He said D coordinator. Didn't say position coach. He said D coordinator.
They didn't like it.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what I mean? You blowed up too quick. You on the scene too fast. We gonna sit you down. So
what
spring ball, I got knocked down to 13, man, spring ball, man. And I approached him about the situation. Like, listen, I'm not that type of player that feed off all the accolades and all American and Playboy All American and all that. That's not what I want. I want to come in here and contribute as being. I want to start.
Man, this
on this team
weird, man.
And do my best.
Right.
And so I approached him about the situation, and it didn't go the way that he wanted, because he was like, I don't care what you're saying. We finna sit you down. There's too much spotlight on you. And I said that bullshit, you know what I mean? And I got up and walked out. He was like, that's all. He was like, and he called me, and I didn't come back. And so he stuck his head out the door. He said, as long as you play here, you will never play another down for me as long as you play here. And I sat the bench my whole junior year at corner. So I just did kickoff and punt return. And I said, you know what? I'm going to be the best kickoff and punt return that is. So that's where my cornerback career just pretty much ended, man.
So that was one of the reasons you also left early. You're like, man, I got to get up out of here. I'm about to do something bad to somebody because they tried to mess up my money.
Apparently that's what really happened, man. So I was like, I really just
Randy was
got
the
drafted off my
yeah.
sophomore year, what I did my sophomore year when I did have
Randy was the defensive coordinator, man. Man, listen, man, there's a lot of stories like that in college football. We're not going to try to make it seem like that only happens at Miami. It's kind of like what college football is, to be honest with you. There's a lot of stories like that in college football. Just the abuse of power. You know what I'm saying? I understand you got to kind of keep control. I get it. One second. I heard so many bad stories like that with Randy Shannon. That was like what you were saying about Bubba and James Cook last year. Right. Sort of kind of along the same lines. It's kind of sort of along the same lines of what I was saying about James Cook. Let's see.
Prospect.
I think it's third year. He can leave if he want to. I want to watch the highlights, and I'm watching the highlights, and he had a huge game. I think he had like 6 carries. I think he had like 6 carries, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. And as I'm watching the game, this commentator is saying, as he's having a great game, that James Cook is just learning how to play the running back position.
Laid his confidence in that repaired knee. James Cook on the handoff, first down run, and he's into Gamecocks territory, pushed out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. Great skills. He's learning to be a better runner. Showed his speed there on that kick. Talent is not the issue. It's learning how to play the position fully. How about James Cook? No.
And he said it more than once. James Cook has a chance to leave and follow his dreams like his big brother, Dalvin Cook, and go to the NFL this year. He hasn't had a bunch of production at Georgia. He hasn't touched the ball a bunch at Georgia. But these last 2 games, he had a huge game yesterday too. Also, had 2 touchdowns yesterday. He had a huge game week before that. But I'm going to rewind and go back. I'm going to go back. We're going to do something. We're going to do something that Footballville we can only do in this space. Knew James Cook since he was J-Big, and I watched James Cook come up. He wasn't a running back at first. Eventually, he became a running back. I think maybe 11, 12, something like that. It made him a running back. Heck of a running back. He was trained by Darius year in and year out. Darius is one of the best track coaches we have. One of the best football trainers we had in the neighborhood. Trained James and Naquan Wright and these players and all these players that played with the team that Roe had. Really good team. Really good team. And I always said that James Cook was more polished. That James Cook was more polished than Dalvin Cook going into high school. When I say polished, I mean he had resources that Dalvin Cook didn't have just because of the evolvement of football, how football is evolving with the trainers and everything. So he had that. Maybe Dalvin Cook is a raw talent, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Dalvin Cook at essence is just a better football player, but James had more training. He gets to Miami Central, does his thing at Miami Central, rips it up, heads to Georgia. And at Georgia, his career has been kind of constipated. It's been kind of get the ball, don't get the ball, feed them here, feed them there. Why colleges do things, I mean, you have to be on there to understand why they do things. I don't know why they do things. But I also know that colleges sometimes play games. They play games, and they basically says, sometimes they need certain players to come back. They want you to come back. They love to stack the chips. It's a business. So they love to stack the chips. They need certain players to come back. I don't have any inside intel on this. But for me to watch James Cook having a great game at Georgia and to have the commentator saying, yeah, but he's just learning the running back position more than once, stuck out to me and was really, really odd. Almost as if somebody told him to say it. He has to get his information from somewhere. He has to get his information from somewhere. But that's on a national stage. He's saying this about this kid that I know. Running backs come from South Florida. Who's teaching running backs how to play when they come from South Florida? How many running backs get to college and they like, yeah, he's still learning how to play running back when you leave South Florida? Not many, because that's what we do. We do wide receivers, we do running backs. For them to say that about him after being at Georgia for 3 years and he's just learning how to play running back, it caught my attention, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I want to be D Street at football field. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It makes almost like a game is being played. Maybe they want him to come back. Maybe they want. They're using the media. Basically, it's like using the media to. And they were going to transfer, bro. They were going to get up out of there and get into the ears of the right people. Those are the games that's getting played. Football is a business, and we have to pay attention. They were going to get out of there, but for some reason they stayed. They stayed. He was going to transfer. He was out of there. They were pissed. His family was pissed, but for some reason they stayed. I'm not sure why, but they did. So yeah, it's kind of like sort of along the same lines. You think the coaches said it so they could say stay another year? Yeah, it didn't make sense, man. He's still learning how to play. His brother's one of the best running backs in the world. Like, one thing, he's still learning how to play running back. He's been there with you for 3 years. He's still learning. And then Reggie Youngblood this morning started going in. Youngblood. Oh, man. Youngblood say Stockton was a pussy too. Yes, he did. Let me see. So we tried to get him on the show. He was like, nah, I just wanted to get that off my chest. He said, one of y'all UM bloggers should go find OG3, Greg 3. One of y'all bloggers should go find Greg 3. I've heard some of the Greg 3 stories, dog. Listen to what Reggie Youngblood said. Y'all think all the 5 and 4 stars talent that went there lost their ability like on wait up. Y'all think all the 5 and 4 stars that went there lost their ability like on Space Jams? Nah, it's a reason shit look funny. Stoutland was a hoe too, what he said. Great coach, but a hoe ass person. This Youngblood had something to say this morning. Youngblood said, hey, we reached out to him and said, hey, man, would you come on the show? He said, nah, man, I declined. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I heard some 3 stories, man. We're gonna try to reach out to him. I think I can't remember. I think he was really smart and would challenge the coaches or something like that. Oh man. So listen, bro. Short shows for today, man. To the two people, I'm gonna hit y'all up as soon as we get a chance. If y'all want to get involved with the class, the course still has one spot left to learn how to actually trade. The course is going to be you either choose 1 month, 3 months, or 6 months. Got 4 people in. I was only trying to do 5 for the first run. Give us a text 786-405-9499. The link is in the comments if you want to sign up for the platform. Or just text us 786-405-9499. We'll figure it out. But yeah, man, short show for today, man. I'm gonna jump up out of here. Holla at David Lake. See if you want to come on here and talk about that. Peace, man. I'm out.